my lovely little ladybugs, it's Monday, so you know what time it is. It's time for Makeup Monday. And if you are watching this video, you know that we are talking about makeup brushes. Oh, everything I picked up was a foundation brush. I didn't even pick up eyeshadow brushes. So, you can apply makeup using brushes, sponges, pads. What else can you use? There's a makeup applicator now that you kind of like put the makeup in or something. You have airbrush machines, like a lot of different things. I prefer brushes. I don't like using my hands because then I have to go back and wash my hands. What if I'm using Revlon Color Stay and it dries? Now I got it all over my hand. I gotta use the oil and this, that, and the third to get it off. I can't get it in my clothes. Like, whew. I like makeup brushes. I feel like they make your makeup look so flawless. Now, not all makeup brushes are created equally. So, I have 3 different foundation brushes. This is a Kabuki Light. This is a full flawless face brush by Bare Minerals. The other one was by Bare Minerals too. And this is a Heavenly Face brush by Bare Minerals. They're all really good for foundation. You can use them for blush. But the look that you get is going to be totally different. Now, Bare Minerals brushes, the majority of them are made with a, we would say a natural fiber, goat and pony hair. And when you're working with mineral makeup, they tend to use goat and pony hairs because synthetic brushes will either pick up too much product or not enough. And so they use something like a natural hair. Well, the downside to using natural brushes is that they can carry bacteria. So, hygiene moment, clean your brushes. You'll be surprised how many ladies are going to be like, I didn't know you're supposed to clean your brushes. You're supposed to clean your brushes. More often than not is what I'm going to say. You can do it every week, every 2 weeks. I probably clean mine maybe once a month. Don't be judging me. It's because I like a little build up in my brush. Okay. But if you have acne prone skin, you definitely need to be cleaning your brushes more often than not, because you don't want to spread that bacteria all over your face, creating more issues with your acne. Now, just like there are tons of different forms of foundation, there are tons of different forms of brush cleaner. You have the spray ones, which are good for your daily use or good for in between colors. And then you have your shampoos. I don't really want to show you the bottle of this one because it's dirty. That are liquid. And you know, oh, maybe you don't know. You put a dab of shampoo in your hand. Then you take your brush, you're gonna wet it just a little bit. Use kind of circular motions or back and forth. Then you rinse the brush, squeeze all that water out, and you want to lay it flat. Sometimes you can lay it down, but you never, when your brush is wet, want to hold it with the bristles up. Because what happens is that water seeps all the way down and it gets to the glue where the handle and the brush head meet, and your brush will separate and you're going to have to buy another one and you just waste the money. So, there you go. You also have solid brush cleaners, like this one, where you moisten the soap. You're going to moisten your brush and you're going to swirl it around until all the color comes out. Again, rinse it out, let it flat to dry, and then you would rinse and wipe this. And I like to close mine and sit it upside down so that the water will seep down into the cap and hopefully evaporate rather than down into my product and dissolve it. So, clean your brushes. Now, how do you know what brush to get? Well, you have to think about what are you trying to create. So, we're on foundation. Is it a mineral makeup? Is it not? If it's a mineral makeup, you may want to use Golden Pony. Or you can use a synthetic brush that's meant for mineral makeup. Again, because minerals are made differently than like your man-made makeup products, your man-made powders. Okay. How much coverage do you want? Sheer, medium, full. The lighter and fluffier the brush, if it's kind of flimsy floppy, you're gonna get sheerer coverage. And I just like let a whole bunch of into the air. But the fluffier, the lighter. The denser, the heavier, the max coverage. This is a full face brush and this is a Heavenly face brush. You're probably gonna get more coverage with your Heavenly face brush because the bristles are so compact and tight together. So you're gonna pick up more product at one time and deposit more product at one time. And do you notice something else that's different about these brushes? These are kind of tapered and round. This one is flat. So again, you're probably gonna get more surface area with this brush as well. So you kind of have to use the same logic when it comes to eyeshadow brushes. You have crease brushes, liner brushes, brow brushes, lid brushes. Most of those tend to be synthetic. There probably are some natural fibers out there, but when it comes to your eyeshadow brushes, it's a little bit easier because you can look on the brush. Oh, this is my liner brush, and do your liner. Now, who has the best makeup brushes? I don't know. I don't know. It's a personal preference thing. And just because you spend $50 on a brush doesn't mean it's gonna be your favorite brush. There are some really good brushes by Real Technique that are only $10, but you know everybody swears by the MAC 217, 224, 124, 114, stuff like that. People swear by those, and those brushes are like $30, $40 a piece. So you kind of have to buy it, try it. A lot of times when it comes to cosmetics, if you don't like it, you can take it back. But just know that when it comes to makeup brushes, you have a lot of options. You don't have to box yourself in. A lot of cosmetic companies will make certain brushes to go along with their product because they feel like that's the best brush for their product. But you may have something already at home that you like that might work better for you than the brush that they actually made. But I'm gonna caution you, it is always a good thing to at least give that new brush a try. Like Tarte Cosmetics, their liquid is the Amazonian clay makeup. That's pretty heavy, and they have what is it, airbrush kabuki brush to go along with that. I think that's the one. I could be wrong, but that's a pretty dense foundation. So a brush like this, see how that bends? It's not going to be able to apply it as nicely as something that's compact would be able to. So when it comes to brushes, like I said in one of my previous videos, go online, search for what you're trying to achieve, and make your selection that way. Here's another thing to note. Brush sets are always really going to be cheaper than buying individual brushes. You're going to get them a little cheaper per brush than what you would be if you get them individually. So no, there's a difference between a natural fiber brush and a synthetic brush. You need to clean your brushes. It's okay to have a couple $2 brushes in with your $50 brushes. Work and use what works best for you. Because this is your face. This is your domain. Don't let somebody sell you on something that you don't like. Hey, I try to keep it nice, sweet, short for you guys. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, let me know. If my picture quality is off, please let me know. But don't come at me nasty now, because that ain't right. Oh, and don't forget, click that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at Coco Ladybug, spelled the same way here. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you again. Deuces.